Hello farmers, I'm going to show you how to grow, harvest, and sell barley. If this video helps you, please like it, leave a silly comment for the algorithm, and don't subscribe to me. Okay, time to set up that field for 100% yield bonus. The one main thing you need to know actually is that you cannot get 100% yield bonus unless you are planting over another previous crop, because you have to mulch it. Now, you don't have to do everything I'm doing here in the order except for the mulching, okay? We have to mulch first. So let's go ahead and look at our heat map. Sorry, the saving real quick. What I like to do is I like to turn them all off. All right, so let's just click deselect all. All right, and then we're going to go through one at a time. Unfortunately, it's not in order here, so we're just going to start with mulched. When it is mulched, you're going to see a little bit of purple. Okay, so we're going to start with this mulcher right here. Here it is on the purchase menu, sold cultivation mulcher. You buy whatever you want. Buy like this one. This looks like an airplane, and the other one is like super expensive. This has a good width to it. Let's go ahead and get in the vehicle. We're just going to lower the mulcher with V. When you press lower, it also unfolds it too, which is nice. So, and then you just got to press B to turn her on. And there we go. We are mulching. And if we look at our heat map, we'll see it filling in nicely. All right, so let's go ahead and mulch the whole field. Okay, so everything is all mulched up. As you can see here, it'll all be purple. Now we can just go ahead and get rid of that. There we go. All right, so now we probably need to plow. So we can see that it's red, needs to be plowed, also needs to be limed, but I like to start with plowing first. Now I'm going to talk about plowing real quick. We're going to be using this thing right here. Okay, I'll show you where it is in the purchase menu. So we got to go down to plows. Now, it's really important, don't buy these things. Don't buy any of these. Buy the subsoiler, which does the same thing as the plow. The thing with these things is they're for creating new fields. That's what I would use them for, okay? So the subsoiler doesn't create new fields, but still plows like anything else, okay? So you want to just go ahead and buy one of these and then go ahead and attach it and plow away. Okay, so I got it connected. We are going to go ahead and unfold it with X. Oh, it was already full. It was already unfolded for me. So let's just lower it then. And then we just need to drag it along. Okay. And it's going to reveal stones. And it's going to make it look like this, which is okay. So you can see it's going away now. And also it will still stay mulched even though you plow it. So that's okay as well. So let's just go ahead and go through and plow this whole field. Okay, so everything's plowed, but that reveals rocks everywhere. As we can see, there's now rocks everywhere after you plow. Now let's quickly get rid of the plowing. We now see all the red is gone, so we don't have to worry about that anymore. Let's head over to stones. All right, so we can see the stones that need to be picked up. Now, you can push the stones back in if they're yellow, okay? But unfortunately, the subsoiler that you use... Oh, I put it over there. When you use that subsoiler, it reveals a lot of the orange stones or the red stones, which have to be picked up with this thing right here, the stone picker. Okay, let's just quickly look at the soil cultivation section again. There's the stone picker. There's only one version, so go ahead and pick it up. We got to go ahead and pick up all these stones. Okay, so I got the stone picker on me right now. We're just going to lower it. All right, and then we're going to turn it on with B. All right, and then we're just going to go through again and pick up all these stones. Now, if you look on the right-hand side, you'll see the percentage amount of stones I got. It's at 5% now, and I'm slowly picking up more stones. Okay, and then what if you're going to fill up eventually with stones, and you're going to have to get rid of them. So if we just go through this section here, and we look for stones... Here's stones right here. We'll be able to see that we can get rid of the stones at the cement factory. So we just click on that, tag it, and then we can look through our map. And there's where we get rid of the stones just over there. Okay, so let's pick up all these stones now. Okay, so all the rocks are picked up. And we can now move on to the next step, which is liming. So we're going to go ahead and click in needs lime. We can see that it does need some lime. So I'll quickly get out of my truck here and I'll show you what I got. I got this thing right here. All right, along with some lime. Sorry, I keep pressing the wrong buttons. Okay, so you're going to find this thing in yield improvements under fertilizer spreaders. All right, I got this one right here because it does lime. I don't know of any others that do lime. You really got to look for this icon right here. And then we're just going to head to consumables, and you got to buy lime to fill it up with, and you can just fill it up at the shop once you buy the lime there. You know, always take the lime over to your farm and then fill it up there, but I just usually fill up the shop every time. Okay, so let's get inside. We're going to unfold the fertilizer spreader with X. Okay, and then we are going to turn it on with B. And this one's a nice, easy one. You could see exactly where you're spreading it. So let's just go ahead and move straight a little bit. And then turn it off, and let's look at the map. Need lime. You can see now that section doesn't need lime anymore. So let's go ahead and do the whole field. Okay, so I got the whole place limed. You know when you don't see any more of that light blue. Now let's talk about fertilization. Now, there's two kind of states of fertilizers, the 50%, which is the light, and then the dark blue, which is the full 100%. Now, there's multiple ways for you to get to 100%. I'm going to tell you the easiest way, in my opinion, is manure. All right, I'm going to show you two ways, actually. So I got the manure spreader. Let's get out of the vehicle quickly. I'll show you it here, and then let's go into the buy section, and I'll show you the fertilizer spreaders. Is that what it was? No, it's not that. Manure spreaders, sorry. All right, any of these is fine. All right, the only thing that changes is the width that they spread them. Now, what's interesting about manure spreaders, it can give you that 100% fertilization without adding any other fertilizer. All you have to do is activate the double application rate, which I think is just comma. If you look under turn on manure spreader on the left-hand side, you can see activate double application rate. Let's go ahead and press it. Now it says activate normal. All right, so you want to keep it on that. Let's go ahead and turn on. Oh, we need to unfold it first. Unfold with X. All right. And then turn it on with B, and then we're just going to start applying. Now, when you do double, it will take longer. You see how slow I'm moving? Okay, so let's just go ahead and turn it off and turn it back to normal rate, and then turn it on again. And then we move a little bit faster, not a whole lot faster, but let's go ahead and turn it off, and then I'll show you. As you can see, that's the one I did double. That's the one I did single. Now let's grab another fertilizer option, and I'll show you that too. Okay, this is the next thing we're going to look at is this liquid fertilizer sprayer. I'm going to show you where that is. So we're in just normal sprayers. I think it's this one that I bought. Yeah, and you'll know it's the right one when it's got this icon here, okay? Now, to buy the consumables, you can go ahead and go into here, and then you'll see liquid fertilizer right there. Now, apparently it is more expensive than manure, so you can take or leave it, but it is much faster to spread this than it is to spread the manure on the double. But either way, you're going to have to spread manure, so it's really kind of up to you how much you really want to do. So let's go ahead and unfold it. You can change its work width by pressing Control and then Z. And then if you look on the bottom there, that green bar, it's just changing the amount that gets sprayed out. So if I press B right now to turn it on, oh, it hasn't unfolded yet. All right, so press B to turn it on. See, it's only doing that middle there. So if I spread it out again, there we go. Now it's doing this. And then I spread it out again to its full width. And there we go. Let's press B. Let's move forward. And there we go. Now we're fertilizing. All right. Let's turn it off again. I'll show you the map. And as we can see, it's only going to give you that one state of fertilization. So you could just use this thing first and then do manure afterwards. It's up to you what product you got a lot of. So let's go ahead and get this fertilized. Okay, so we're all fertilized except for a spot here or there that I missed out on. Also, what I thought was kind of interesting is that these are the two spots that I double manured, and they have different textures than when I spray a manure, which I thought was weird. But that's okay, it doesn't really matter. If we get out of our car, we can actually see that if we look on the right-hand side, field info, that it's 100% fertilized. All right, so we're good to go. Now we're just going to look through the rolling. So where is rolling? Right there. So we got to check and see if we need it. Sometimes you don't need it, and right now I don't need it. But sometimes also for rolling that there's certain seeds that you plant that require rolling afterwards. So make sure after you plant your seeds, you come back and check and see if it needs to be rolled or not. Rollers can be found in yield improvements. There it is there. Buy either one you feel like. It's just the size difference. That's all that's going on in that spot, and it's very easy to use. Okay, as you can see, I got a yield bonus of 100%. That's what we're looking for. Make sure you go back after you plant your crop. I've just planted my crop. Make sure you go back and check and see if it needs rolling, okay? Because there's a lot of crops that need rolling after you plant them. And I just did a little bit of rolling, and as you can see, I got 100%. The ones that aren't rolled is at 97%. Okay, so after you've done planting it and it's in the growing stage, this is the finished stage right here, but when it's growing, make sure to keep an eye out for weeds. If you look down, you see how it says needs rolling, but instead it'll say weeds. And if it says growing, go ahead and get this weeder out there and take those weeds out, though you can't see it in the, what's it called? The soil composition. You'll find the weeders in yield improvements. Now, if the weeds are anything other than small or partial or growing, then you won't, actually, even partial doesn't work. If they're not small or growing, you can't use these things. And then you have to buy yourself a sprayer and then use herbicide. Okay? Herbicide is no big deal. I got herbicide in this field right now. All it does is it changes it to brown, but you still get the same amount of yield bonus that you would normally get. Okay? So it's not a big deal at all. Okay, so now let's harvest it. I got this big boy harvester right here. I'll show you where it is on this thing. So harvesters, let's just quickly find it. So it's in the combine harvester right there. Any one of these are fine as long as it's got the barley. All right. I think all these will be fine. Yeah, all these are okay. You just need the proper grain header, which again, all these are also fine. Okay, so get whatever you can afford. Let's go ahead and get inside. All right, so there is something else to it. Now, when you see on the top left-hand corner, you press G. G controls the different things. So right now it's on header. Now it's on the machine. Now you got to fold it up. All right, so this is it folded. We got to unfold it. Okay, in order for it to work, this really screwed me up. So you got to unfold the machine, then press G, and then you can unfold the header, lower the header with V, and then we got to turn on the harvester with B. And there we go. Now we are harvesting. We also want to turn on our straw swath to be on, okay? So right now it is on with comma. You just got to press it, and you can see that it's going to shoot straw out in a nice line like that is what you want, so you can pick it up easy. Okay, let's cut out all this barley, and I'll show you what to do with the straw. Okay, so I harvested all the barley. We're going to press O to get the pipe to come out and then drive up to one of my machines here, my trailers. Can't remember which one I need to drop it into. I guess it's that one. Perfect. All right, so that's just going to automatically drop in. I'm going to talk about this trailer real quick, where I got it. It's in the trailer section near the top. I think any of these work. Actually, no, that's not true because I got tricked one time. These ones don't work. So make sure you pay attention to the icon that it can take barley. All right, so get one of these. All right, this is a big boy. Oh, it's already got it all in there. All right, but now I want to talk about the straw real quick. I got this thing, and this was in foraging, I believe. Forage harvesting? No. There was something else. Oh, here it is here. It's foraging wagon, forage wagon. I knew there was forage in there somewhere. I bought this one, but of course, I think you can buy any of them. All right, so let's get inside. We're going to drag this thing over to the straw that's all over the ground now, because we can sell it for a lot of money or give it to our animals. So let's lower the pickup with V, turn it on with B, and then when we go through here, we should pick up all that stuff. Is it not turned on? Did I not lower it? Oh, it must have already been lowered for me. Okay, so let's just go through, and as you can see on the right-hand side, I am now picking up a lot of straw. Let's pick this all up, and then I'll show you where to bring it. Okay, so straw can be given to your pigs, and it can be given to your cows, as we see here in the conditions straw. It just makes their living conditions in the building better. It has nothing to do with feeding them. But you still put it in the feeding section. Now, any section that looks like this is where you can drop off the straw. There's a section just like that in the pig pen area too. They're all in different areas of the building, but they all have the same icon like that. I'm fairly certain horses also take straw. I just haven't built a horse pen yet. So we're going to go through here. We're going to go into this section as well. And then we're going to look for straw. It's in alphabetical order. There it is there. So the animal dealer buys the straw. It pays the most in December, so you might want to store it in a silo before you end up bringing it over. But when you do is click on animal dealer, click tag place, and then it'll have a little icon to show you exactly where you need to take it. Also, it lets it flash on the map. So now we got to go over here and drop off the straw to make some money. There it is coming up right now. It's nice that they just show you exactly where you need to dump it when you tag it. Tagging it is super cool. I can't remember if you could do that in the last game. All right, so now we can start overloading, which is I. And there we go. Now we're dumping it in. If we look at my money is going up. We're making some money by just selling this straw. Okay. Now, what do we do with this barley? So there's a few things we can do with it. Our animals do like it, but I think it's only chickens and pigs. Let's see. The pigs like grain, so you could just dump it with the pigs. And the sheep do not care. And the cows do not care. But the chickens, they like grain, so you might want to give it to your chickens. Okay, so we can also sell it. So let's go to this section here. Barley should be up here somewhere. It's the very first one. Okay, there's lots of places you can sell it, but where you want to probably bring it is the grain mill. It's the easiest drop-off point, I believe. We're going to click on it and tag it again. You should probably just put it in a silo and sell it for later. But let's go to the grain mill and I'll show you how to sell it. Okay, so I'm at the grain mill. I'll quickly show you where I am on the map if that matters to you. But if you just tag it, it will flash like this, like I said before. Now, also, before I give it to the grain mill, you can actually buy your own grain mill. We go to construction. We go to factories. There's the grain mill right there. And if you buy your own, you can actually make different products with them, like flour. And then you can get it by a bakery, and then or you can sell it to the bakery. And that will get you even more money. So when you process these foods or these items, you end up making more money. So that's something you want to do in the future. Okay, so but for now, I'm just going to show you how to sell it. We're just going to drive up. All right. When it says, oops, need to back up a little bit. Press the wrong button. When it says start overloading, press I. And then we can see our money going up as we overload that stuff. And we'll make a couple $1,000 off that one crop. Okay, so if this video helped you, please like it. Leave a silly comment for that algorithm.